In this video, I'm gonna be ranking every single sports game on Roblox. So for this list, I got 72 games. I have played all of them. I'm sure there's a few small sports games I haven't tried out, so comment down below if I missed any, but let's get to it. We're gonna start here with 8-Ball Pool Online. It's a pretty simple game. There's not like a crazy amount of customization or stuff to do, but I genuinely enjoy it. It's one of like the few games I'm gonna play outside of YouTube. I'm gonna put it in the B tier because it doesn't offer too much, but it's a really solid game. Next we got Arena Football 3. I mean, it works, but it's just like, it's not that good. Like, it works. I know it has a community, but like, I'm gonna just put it at D. I don't think it like offers that much. Same with like Arena Football 4, like they work to maybe play once. Like I can't imagine getting into either of those games. Then Auto 3's football. You know what, I'm also put it at D tier. Like, you can't build a streak. The courts break all the time. It's extremely glitchy. The tackles happen immediately. I think it's weird. I probably would have put it higher like earlier, but now with Ultimate Football 4v4s, there's more competitors. It's just kind of a bad game to play right now. X-Stretch Battles 3, that's a tough one. That's like a B or a C. Like, it's good. It's fun. It's just not like a lot of map variety. That's such a tough one, bro. That's such a tough one. You know, I'm a round down though. We'll put it at C tier. It works. It's fun for a bit, but long term, I don't think it's too good. But the sequel, Backstretch Battles, I'm gonna put this at A tier. This game is genuinely so good. You can play it for a long time. There's great car variety, map variety, customization. Just the fighting aspect is so clean in this game. Next, we got Basketball Stars. It's a C tier. Like, it works, it's fun, it's kind of pay to win. Like, I think I paid like a couple thousand Robux to get all like the best upgrades and you just dunk on people. So like, it's fun to mess around in, but it's not like a sweaty game. You can't really take it seriously. But a game you can take seriously is Boxing Beta. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Man, I'm gonna put it at B. I'm sorry. Like, it's too repetitive to be an A game. Like, it's a really good game. It's really well built. I've had a lot of fun. You can have intense battles, but it's just too short and like repetitive. Next we got Boxing League. I think it's similar. There's a lot more to the combat. It's just there's more moves you can do. There's more ways to fight your opponent. It's not pay to win, but it's kind of like grind to win. Like, you just build your level up and get better gloves and you have an advantage. I just kind of wish there was like even fighting in the game, but I'm gonna put it at B. It's pretty well built and fun. Now college football, I'm gonna put at D tier. Like, the unis are good, the stadiums are nice. There's a lot of potential to this game. Like, none of these games are locked in if they can get updates, but in its current state, I think it's genuinely a D. Next up we got Dodgeball. I think the D in Dodgeball stands for D tier. Like, this game was hyped like a decade ago. I think like when I started playing Roblox, people played it a lot. I've tried it a few times on stream. It's just not that fun. You just get hit early and you gotta watch the match. There's so many people. Like, it's just not fun in my opinion. Now drop-offs, this is like, it's not even Walmart hoops. It's like Dollar Tree hoops. Like, if you really want that that cheap hoops experience, play this game. I'm gonna put it at D tier. Like, it works, but like, it's not that good. Field Goal Simulator, I'm also put at D tier. If you like simulators, you can enjoy it, but even for a simulator, it's not that good. It's very repetitive. All you do is kick again, then level up. I think simulators are kind of dumb. Next we got Football Champions 2. I'm gonna put it at F tier. Now, am I completely biased and put it at the F tier? Absolutely, but I had this one game, I pulled off this insane comeback. This was on a live stream at some point. Tie up the game, we're gonna go to overtime. And then there was no overtime, it just ended the game! Like, what kind of football game has no overtime, bro? It's the most overrated game, bro. I'll put it at F tier. Next we got Football Duels. I'm gonna say C. I would put it at B, but it doesn't offer enough. It's all just moss. Wish they had like 1v1s with routes involved, just a little more to the game. Now we got a big one, Football Fusion 2. No, that's genuinely my favorite game on Roblox. I'm gonna put it at an S tier. I find it to be addicting. I actually like league the game at like defensive end. I just find it fun to sweat and like try and win at like the most boring position. Overall, it's just a very addicting, fun, well put together game. Should it have more content? Yes, you could argue that. Am I a bit biased? For sure, but I like it at S tier. Next we got Football Noobs. Now Football Noobs is kind of like Football Fusion, but with no kicks, extremely fast paced. I put it at C tier. Like, it's fun, it works. It's like red versus blue really quick, but it doesn't really offer too much. Next we got Football Stars 2. I'm gonna put it at D tier. Like, maybe it's a C. Maybe I'm being a bit mean, but like, it's just kind of glitchy. It's just not well put together enough, I think, to justify a C. It works, you can have a bit of fun, but when you got options like Fusion, Ultimate Football, and some other games we're about to rank, I mean, it's really not worth playing. Original Football Stars, absolutely an F tier. I remember I think I deleted this video because I felt bad, but I did like a whole 7-minute video about how I'm never playing this again. Because the D-line kept picking me off. Like, I'd throw the ball, he'd be 2 yards in front of me, just jump and pick it. It was such a trash experience, genuinely, so I'm putting it at F tier. Next, we got Football Universe. I'm about to spin move, but no, I'm gonna put it at C tier. It's just a little too buggy. There's a lot of depth and modes to it, but the core gameplay is just too glitchy to really put at a B. I'm kind of strict on my ratings, but when I think of a B game, you gotta be like really well put together, like quality. Like anything being above is like, oh, that's a good, well put together game. C, it's like it's there, but it's not quite there, I think. Next we have Gridiron Football. I think it's kind of in the same boat. Like, it works, it's fun, but I don't like the leveling up system where it's like you just buy your gym game passes or sweat in the gym and then you can just outrun any noob. I think that's kind of unfriendly to new players. Next we got Handball. It's kind of like Ultimate Frisbee, like 8v8, and you have to just throw to the net. I mean, I'd say C tier. I wouldn't put it above that. Like, it works, and especially at a league level when there's like teamwork involved, I think in a public it's going to be kind of a boring experience. You really just don't have the ball that much. Now, HCBB 2.0, I'm gonna put it at C. I know pretty much everyone who leagues this game will put it at an A or an S, but it's just not that fun. You just wait your turn, you miss the ball, you just kind of camp in the outfield. It's just not a fluid, fun experience. It's just boring. Like, it's the most well-built snooze fest I've ever played in my life. That's what it is. That's why it's a C. It's so well built. It's so well put together. You could league it. You could sweat it. Would probably be fun. But like, from a public perspective, from a pick up and play perspective, it is just trash, honestly. Next, we got Head Tap. It's like a D or an F. I just don't understand the wait times. Like, why aren't there pickups in this game? I'll put it at D because it has potential. But there needs to be pickups where you line up for a 1v1, you have one QB, or do like a 2v2 where each person brings their QB. Like, the way it's set up in like a crowd and we're all taking turns, like for a destroying vid, sure, we're all waiting in line, it's a whole tournament. Bro, I'm playing Roblox, I'm trying to play the game. It's just too many wait times. Next we got Hockey World, it's just a D tier. I mean, hockey games, they're just not that good no more. 2012 offered better hockey games than that. Like, you can play it, like it's not a F tier, but like it's just really not that good. Next we got Home Run Simulator 2. We'll put it at C tier. You know, I kind of got a little addicted to it once. I mean, it's still a simulator, and I just in general don't like them, but I think it's well built. If you enjoy simulator games, there's a lot to unlock, a lot to grind, so you know, it works. Next we got Hoop Central. It's like a C minus. I'll put it at C. It's just kind of like Walmart RB World. Like, it works. You can have fun, but like, it's not that good. Next we got Hoops Demo. I think I'd also put this at C. Like, it's kind of broken in its modern state, but it can work. But when you're with your boys in a VC, it can be a fun game to sweat, but I want to put anything above C. Hoops Life. What I remember, this was just a terrible experience. I'm gonna put it at F tier. The map looked weird. If I'm remembering correctly, like, it's just not good. Next we have Hoops with a Z. This is an A or an S. This is genuinely an A or an S. That's tough. That's actually so tough. It's such a well-built game. The way they do the dribble moves is super in-depth. It's fun to play, but I mean, Fusion doesn't really get updates, but like, it gets more updates than Hoops. I think they need to update the game, bro. I'm gonna put it at A. That's so close to an S, but I don't know, it just needs a little more to hit that S rank, I think. Next we got Just Daytona. I vaguely remember this game. It's just kind of mid. I mean, it's probably a C. It's probably a C. Like, it works, I guess. Next we have Kickoff. You know, I haven't played this game in a while, but I remember it was really fun. It was addicting 4v4. Like, the controls are simple, but it's something you really sweat. It's kind of like mossing in Fusion. Like, sure, okay, all you do is jump and click, and then there's a dive button. But there's a lot of depth behind the simplicity. This game, I'm gonna put it at the B tier. This might make some people mad. I'm gonna put Kickball at the F tier. I've tried this game 3 different times, and every time it's just been bad. I don't understand the structure to the game. I really don't. It's like they roll the ball, gotta be rolled down the middle, and then you kick it. And then is there like AI involved? It's always just been clunky and garbage. Like, it's never made sense to me. I don't like this game. The presentation is just bad. So maybe, oh, you need to sweat and learn this. Like, if I have to go out of my way to learn your game, it's not a good game. It needs a better format. Next, we got Knockout. I'm gonna put it at B. I think this is a really underrated game. When you have a 1v1, it's just fun. The blocking versus the punching. There's a lot of structure and a lot of depth to the game. And then you can also do a My Career. I think it has a lot to offer. It's unfortunate that it flopped though, because I think this is a pretty underrated game. Next we have Legendary Football, the remake. If this was actual Legendary Football, this would be S tier. But the remake is trash. There's no kicking, it glitches all the time. There'll just be like random turnovers. I know they've updated a bit since I last played it, but like, it's genuinely in a terrible state. Next we got Most. I'll put it at C tier because it works for what it's doing, but what it's doing just isn't that good. So essentially it's just a Moss battle where whoever catches it becomes the QB. First to 7 catches wins. So it's just toss, 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 toss. It's just a bunch of crowd tosses. So I guess if you're a lob gamer, it's going to be fun. But other than that, it doesn't really offer a ton, I don't think. Next we got My Park. I'd say it's a C game. It's another Walmart RB World, like Hoop Central. Like, it works. You can have your build, but like, it's not good. You know, like the B tier, that's quality. It's not that quality. Like, it works. QB Simulator, I'm gonna put that at the F tier. That game is just not good. Like, even for a simulator, like, look, I'm biased against simulators, but we got Baseball Simulator at the C tier. This game just does not offer anything near what Baseball Simulator does. The grind is insane. I can't even unlock the Pro Bowl area unless I spend like a couple $100 or grind the game for hours. The structure makes no sense. It's just a boring, awful game. Now, NFL Tycoon, this is also going to go at the F tier as well. The way they structured it from the start was terrible. It was extremely glitchy and buggy. They had this trading card system, which I spent Robux on, which they completely took away. Now they're just one awful looking stadium. Garbage unplayable game. Now, Phenom, we'll put it at, you know, I'll show some respect. I'll put it at a C tier. Hoops has just overtaken Phenom. They're very similar games, but Hoops is like the evolution of it. Phenom still works. You can have fun in it, but Hoops just has so much more customization. It's just a smoother game overall. Right? I'm gonna also put Pro Rug Ball at the C tier. It works. It's a fun game overall, but I don't think it offers quite enough to be at that B tier. But all of these games are playable for a good amount. RB World 3. Ooh, that's tough. I'd say in its current state, it's a C. At its peak, it was a B, but currently it's just a lot of hackers, a lot of stat spammers. It's a long grind. Like, it's a good game, and you can have fun in it. But RB World 4, the sequel, I think it's an upgrade. Some people will disagree. I think this game holds up as a B game. I don't think it's like the best game ever or the most amount of fun, but I think Chokes always does a good job of bringing the quality to Roblox. It definitely deserves a B. Next we have Red Zone Football. I'm gonna put it at a D tier in its current state. I think this game has a lot of upside. You know, they have a development team that they seem to be invested in building a good Roblox football game. In its current state, it's just not quite up to par. Next we got RH2. It's another C game. It's Walmart RB World. RH2, Hoop Central, My Park, they're all Walmart RB World. That's why RB World, that's at the B tier, and these are all its sons over in the C tier. Pro Baseball World Tour, I'm gonna put this in the, I'll put it in the D tier. I just don't understand the game. I just felt like it was kind of trash. I guess it's not like complete garbage, but like, it's just not that fun. Same with Row Bowling. I'm gonna put it at D tier. I tried streaming it once. There was a hacker. I've tried it another time. It's just not that fun to me. Just never understood the game. Like, going from Wii Sports Bowling to Row Bowling is just such a downgrade. Next we have Row Boxing. I'm gonna put it at the D tier. This is gonna make some people mad. I think that game has a pretty entrenched community. But like, Boxing Beta and Boxing League are just better games. They really are just better games. This game is just kind of just garbage in comparison. Like, there's just not a lot to it. Pro Hockey World Tour, I'm also put at that D tier. Like, it's playable. Some people sweat it. It's just not put together well. Like, have a good structure to the game. Make it very user-friendly for new players coming in. It's really only for sports sweats. Like, your average Roblox player is not going to get into it. It's just not built properly. Pro Stock Racing, it'll be nice. I'll put it at C. Like, it works. You can have some fun in the game. RS Tennis, we'll put it at B tier. This is borderline an A game, but it's not available on mobile. Overall, it's a well-built game. A decent amount of customizations 2v2s, 1v1s, and then the ranking system where, you know, people get completely out of control, but it's a well-built, underrated game for sure. Next we got Simple Basketball. I'm gonna put that at the D tier. It's just not a good game. Like, it's fun for half an hour. Like, when you get to 99 shooting, you can pretty much shoot from anywhere, but to competitively play that game and sweat it whatsoever, it's garbage. It's really like just a garbage game at its core. Like, it's not good. It's not a complete flop. Like, yeah, there's some playability, some fun to it. That's why it's in the D tier, but it's simple and it's simply trash. Super League Soccer. Ooh, that's close. A B or an A. I might have some recency bias, but right now I'm gonna put it in the A tier. I really do like Super League Soccer. I think it's a fun game. You can just hop right into it. There's not a crazy learning curve. Just shooting in this game, mixing up the whole passing mechanics. I think it just has like a good feel to it overall. I like the game a lot. I'm gonna put it at that A tier. Sluggers. Man, I'm gonna just put this at F tier. Maybe I don't understand the game. Like, I tried it in my playing every baseball game video and I just couldn't grasp what was going on. I'm trying like these different modes to the game. It just made no sense. Now, maybe I'm just dumb, maybe I'm low IQ, I'm gonna just put it at F tier. I couldn't figure it out. Now, Soccer Universe, it's the LFG soccer game. I think I tried it once. I didn't enjoy it that much. Maybe a D is a little disrespectful, but like, I just don't enjoy it. Commentated a league game once. It was just like a complete blowout. It was just dumb. Next, we have Street Ball. What even is this game? I must have played it at some point. I'm gonna just put it at D tier because it clearly wasn't that good, or else I'd remember it. Next we got Super NFL Tycoon. I'm gonna put it at D tier. It's not an F like the others. It's an upgrade, but the game's just kind of laggy. It's all like TurboTax edition, which I think is goofy. Before you couldn't visit your friends' Tycoons, now you can. But overall, it's just a pretty laggy game. There is a lot to it if you do enjoy Tycoons. Super Striker League. I think it deserves a B tier. I think it does. It's like a B minus, but I think it just makes it. It's just a lot to the upgrade system when you get your different items. The whole combat mechanics of like picking up items, shooting at people. It just has a really fun arcadey style to it. Next we have Super Golf. This is also a B tier game. Could maybe argue A tier, but I think it's all just learning based. Like, once you learn exactly how to like hit every shot, you just like destroy everyone in the game. So I think that's just kind of dumb. Overall, it's a really fun, well put together game. Touch Basketball, I'm gonna put in that D tier. I just don't think it's that good. Just kind of kick the basketball around and then just aim at the net and it scores. It's just a pretty dumb game. Now, I mean, Touch Boxing is also a dumb game, but I'm gonna put it at B tier. Touch Boxing is just a fun game. It's just everyone on a platform. The platform then shrinks and you gotta shove them off. It's simple, it's dumb, but that core mechanic to it, the core fighting aspect, is so good. Even though there's no depth to this game, I feel like the core gameplay just carries it to that B tier. I genuinely have fun playing this game. Now, Touch Football Tournament, this is an A tier. Any of the Touch Football games, it's extremely addicting. 4v4 football. You just build a team, then grind your way to the top of a tournament. Extremely intense. I think the gameplay is very clean overall. Not clean enough for that S tier certain times. You know, you'll score a goal and it just won't count here and there, but overall, a really good, fun game. Touch Golf, I'm gonna put it at that D tier. Did not enjoy it whatsoever. I felt like the point structure, the tournament structure was just kind of odd. Touch Hockey, I mean, Touch Football is just better. Touch Hockey is just kind of like Touch Football, but I don't think the puck goes in the air. I mean, it works, you can have some fun, but it's just not that good of a game. TPS Street Soccer, I mean, I tried it once. Maybe I need to play it more. I just didn't enjoy it that much. You just kind of like have your different weapons. You can pay Robux for weapons, you know, to hurt your opponent. This kind of seemed like a worse version of Super Striker League. I'd rather play that. Now, Ultimate Football, I'm gonna have to give it the S tier. There's so much depth to the game. It's well built. A lot of admin commands, VIP, customization. The core gameplay itself is really good. I think it's on par in Fusion. These two are like the top two. You can argue like which one is better than the other, but I think they definitely both deserve that S tier. Now, Ultimate Frisbee, this game, I'm gonna put it in F tier. I tried it once on stream. Like, nobody really plays it, but we had a whole group of people trying to figure out how to score, and it was just bad. Like, the whole way of moving down the field, there's just something off about it. Like, the map was ugly. Like, it just wasn't good. Ultra Bowling, I'm gonna put it at the F tier. Like, I've tried this once or twice, and it's just never clicked for me. It's just never been good. Maybe it should be a D tier. Maybe I need to give it more effort. But the fact that it's been in my favorites, and I have no good memories whatsoever from this game, I'm gonna just give it an F. Why not? Next, we have Untitled Boxing Game. I think it deserves a C. Like, it works. There's a different characters, a different fighting styles to it. I think you can have a lot of fun in it, but the other boxing games are definitely a step up in my opinion, but it's serviceable and it works. Volleyball 4.2, that deserves a B. It's well put together, 6v6 volleyball, really good commands to it, especially if you league this game with 5 of your friends. Sure will be intense and really fun overall. Then we have Wimble World. Unlike Ultra Bowling, which I don't really remember, Wimble World is trash. I did a whole video on how trash this game is and why you should play this tennis game instead. Artist Tennis completely laps it. This game is absolute just garbage, corporate, Roblox metaverse trash. Finally, we have competitive tag. I'm gonna put it at B. It is a really fun game at its core. The 1v1 aspect, the mixing, the using the map to your advantage, but it needs more updates. Like, it needs better maps, maybe some customization, more depth. Like, this game could easily be an A tier game. S tier would take a ton. But with a decent amount of effort, this game could go from a B to an A. Well, that was my ranking of 72 sports games in Roblox. Comment down below what you thought, whether you agree, disagree, what games I missed. Like and sub if you enjoyed. Click that video, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Lace up.